Or damn me, man, embarrassing be.
Okay.
Because my first problem, I'm any president, I could for being in every sense.
Honorable, but
oh yeah, dear, my please, honorable, what's the man go? If it was a man, when you're cleaner, don't come and try in Japan. So I found a fufra, more farm market in Japan. Why am I making me young good David and fee and what you at dental house.
Okay, honorable dear.
On pen who wants someone
no near discussion.
Kennedy, say to be our person Jibia catcher be mini panon. For less than a breme. Not the opesa ye biana mesome bow ama bibia ye no. We will do it. Kennedy, from now out to election 2024, yenya fight bium. Manoko tiamen kasembia and tia bium. Ain't I side with Kennedy Japan. And for once, I believe Sir Kennedy me. Whatever you can do. If you want space on my platform, I'll give you to make sure say asensubu achibantama city the tie. Ya de manyanseni edi bantama foso edi mpuntu abefie.
Kennedy Japan, I can salute Kwame for the great job he did.
Yamu kwaba abusuya edeba the Godson TV. Ena nyumre ewie anopay depending on time I would hear yamu kwaba emwachi. Yesterday, brewe mo o share videos na wa subscribe na wa share the amount nu abi no nso watene e kwa brewe mu sai breed ye nneema e koso Ghana sese no na ye tutu ne srane abasa ye pia edeba na predominantly the causes they say wa Ghana no abaye politics na no say Black Stars akobo match crowd baba ya sports stadium but still it is still not dominating ye win no crowd no so akata this morning because of former president go for a wife mama first na year call so ama politicians won sama saba because omo ba be breba be shiai ebre bia oni esinti we should understand say brewe mu no we are not into politics though but we are serving you food isi jaso a ede bru na ye dey ma wadi ne wo party de wo pahwe eno na say ye dey ma say honorable Kennedy Japan na sem betwa mu a em say minim sana be about to one trim one, a son, I can't even tell because I dare chair the SMBiano, Yatia and Fufubi, a far honorable Kennedy Japan, the home. Now, Uriman PP in Comoya, Akakusia, or Dr. Mahmoud Baumiadi, Apempimun, or Wanituya. Na young Grophobia on honorable Kennedy Japan. At Tiado, I must swallow when you're fine. As a Tokwa woman temper. Ofonu mubako openly wa me hu Kelvin Taylor ndo ne nya asema ma ye ntokwa ma court sam nyina abem Kelvin Taylor Afia Swasnega Tracy Boache mza na tunsensem binti no akofa omo nkomo bai kwakuwa na ya no ne honorable Kennedy Japan show the seat on the 2 TV kwaku ene honorable Kennedy Japan benya asem kakra ze wonya dwuma ma honorable Kennedy Japan bio awakuba abonte be kan sem bebre gwakuwa nan honorable Kennedy Japan say dey ma program no kro mu ja ye say na ni interest en sem bebre di agrada won sem nyina buy kan sem pi gwakuwa na ko din komo na ba bi otena ya o kan sem no sha ase say o kan honorable Kennedy Japan hon sem say dey egu na ni mu ase o dey ye no kro dey etesen dey ye fin all can send be a horror papa no say about is it the otu chairman honorable Kennedy Japan say ohune say na ni so ade hunu die about leadership say obi eni o man anim ni ade dia honorable Kennedy Japan na nkomo bi ni say na kokote na ya na ha no asensamfo ye na hin na emum say odi party anim ana bibi sa de call the best person. They say no, NPP force from some very running mate because almost through say Obekan Dr. Mahmoud Baumi Ashe. I heard Dr. Mahmoud Baumi ya debi na nya papa no can bedroom ne sane mano. The NPP force through honorable Kennedy Japan. And one tia and I'm one moment to be for any party and him two almost and was almost choosing as a running mate. Now obi on honorable wasem na sisi wa be kan sem what say there be honorable say Ghana there ehia obi tese no Kelvin Taylor so aka ne there achim say free na ko ntokwa bia ne obi court sem bia ne obi on honorable kan bom na 2024 by a campaign amano. Say a bantama seat no, say a bibi biara or ye biano or supporting no. I want some penny. Ninko titi and some nina, go titi, and honorable can a Japan, so akasa. Nan sama koso. In some panning comacoso. She video we. Na onzo chira wadwen. Chira onzo wadwen wo. Medin the Alexis, the Godson TV. Thank you.
Nana Danko Ekufuado ako Kumasi. Na Kumasi no kwe no kwe den. Nana Danko Ekufuado Kennedy Japan chere eye MPP for say obetumi attend parliament e mana be NDC dia. Na mo kai say during the elections ye be yi flag bearer of the NPP. Kennedy Japan ka kira Senso Boachi say what he is doing against him e Bantamano, it is not going to yield any result. Asenso Boachi didi Kennedy Japan atem because of power kakra Asenso Boachi enyanti. Asenso Boachi koset kakra obonti. Odidi Kennedy atem ema oye campaign wo Bantama etia Kennedy Japan mo kai 2020. Kennedy Japan eko gina stage so esa se jimifo ema Asenso Boachi enya power. That video is all over the place. Kennedy Japan papa penyin toto a sebio oye miami nipa etu ne car etam ne sika to car to eko gina Bantama sa te se sebio na adwini nya adwuma ni nyina ne se na opese Asenso Boachi beye MP na edrumbre bia o se Kennedy Japan so petumi na Asenso Boachi dane ne ho kokaka kire nkofo se Kennedy Japan abodam. Asenso Boachi estati koye campaign tia Kennedy Japan if say Asenso Boachi se opese ba omi abedi omo so se ne be ya krono na obo no as a minister no obetuma to aso. Inti ende no Kennedy Japan ka kira Asenso Boachi say many from Kennedy Japan no party we mu security na me nekuta me na ade a waye no aye me ya na meso me kire wo say me ye panyini wo party mu chen na sebio so start bo krono na me na me bo krono dada me time me start political criminality na wo ye wo inti Kennedy Japan ende why na adwene say Asenso Boachi seat no obeje ena metie me support Kennedy Japan 1000%. And I know Kennedy Japan betuma aye otie me Kennedy arajubi otie me Kennedy yen konkwaje Bantama seat no. Let us do everything possible to instill some discipline in the NPP. So I am supporting you to go to Bantama and take that seat. Bantama for atna eye Bantama infien suni. Asenso Boachi ko gina nkran ne konketekete sa achim police ajantra fo no kodi omo. Asenso Boachi o maame emoni abenkwan na oton and uko gina Jubilee House nya sika kakra impenifu a omo tru omo benya political stand no o da no ho na wudi omo atem. Enti I support Kennedy Japan. Se ekwan bia Kennedy Japan befa so se obetro check amame ameje na yenye campaign pa nipa bia onim nyansa na onkonko ye dwuma ma Bantama fo onfa mpuntu mra Bantama onfa enidaso mra Bantama na onfa enimtie kakra ma MPP party no Bantama because Asenso Boachi no na mo no on to me wi ni seat no. Enti I side with Kennedy Japan and for once I believe say Kennedy etie me whatever you can do. If you want space on my platform, I'll give you to make sure say Asenso Boachi Bantama seat the tie. Ya de manyanseni edi Bantama for so edi mpuntu abefie. So as I sit here, when it comes to Bantama, I am a full supporter of Kennedy Japan to make sure say Bantama ko nwane die ya de nyanseni abetena so. Enti Kennedy Japan going in there no, ama Kennedy Japan ni hu a ni hu yehu sebio why na adwo so beje sa akonnwa no chinchine a obeje no eye Nana Danko Ekufuado akọ Bantama ema eye Asenso Boachi akosi toilet library bi de ato so na Ekufuado call Bantama no say support Asenso Boachi for a second term in parliament. Nana Danko Ekufuado atam na akonnwa to akonnwam watam na akonnwa to ka mu atwa konkran akokumase akọ bie library no ma Asenso Boachi si 4x2 library bi ena odi ne din atare ho de Ekufuado ko ka kire mu nyina say eye Bantama fo Kennedy Japan obeji seat no inti mommo mo ho meden. Now so wo hwe eye I was trying to get the picture of the library. So wo hwe library a Asenso Boachi si ma Ekufuado abetena enkran say obebia no a ehona na bewu say Asenso Boachi ojimifo ehona na bewu say MPP aban no sebio aban no egu. Mr. P, I saw the library somewhere. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm not seeing it in the system, but I wanted to show the people the library now. Ekufuado ekutwa ano ewo eye Bantama say Infienson asenso bo ache ntuma anye bibia obantuma aka eye busumi du ama eye abai yakoto aba asenso bo ache abesi eye library na wana se bantuma fo mo kenkan da bena akote se bantuma fo tidua se ebie storybook mu yes please my friends come we are bantuma asenso bo ache akosi library obantuma wo de okopa de pepa ya bantuma fo kra akoma tomi ma library aponchi pekek da bena akote se bantuma fo emrantie etitiduase bie bookum my friend please akwesi amwako come blay amwako come Sampon Rita come and join me and let us read under the tree at Bantama wabodam ayemi nuanom Bantama for mko school almost said him na first Evans Dominic come please Asenso Boache has come to build a library let us sit under the tree and read comedy of Bantama was library wabodam Manager library. I think it's a library now, but Mr. S, did you get a library? Mr. S, the first was like library. I say KVIP. Manager library. As I watch it. Now, Kabantama and Kabianka could be a year. Abetishiba bia na BB na bia koye BB hospital bia. What we see library now? Upon Jim Pick, Bantman even a king book. Opa, as I watch it. What said the Bantama for them? Ain't it book no library ni. I only my terms like Kelvin and Pebantama for us. I Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado community library. Kennedy Japan Beji City no. Sa Bantama campaign the Kennedy campaign manager. I am telling Ghana for Kennedy Japan. What they see at the fight in Fanton Chenian Bantama Kwa, you really at Twasso. It's well him Kennedy Kevin say, Ya Posa Kakra. You see, I am for an Insha Bantama Kennedy. Bantama campaign no Canada Japan. Me na me campaign manager. Yen just a sit no. Sit be a person GBA catch me. Kennedy. KK. Sit be a person GBA catch me mini pano. Sit be a Kennedy person Genoa santimemu bia. Omka kwasa sam chiro. Canada Japan KK. Hey Kennedy the same salam for KK. Me say frame. Na yen just a sit no. Enti Bantama for so are ready. Say omoba boa keke me age sa sit na fia sanso bo achinsem. Infienson asanso bo acha betena sit nkwasi asem nko a. Kennedy ye fight na ye breaking kakra. Na ye work together towards Bantama. Ye work together towards Ede Swami. Kennedy for list ne breme. Na de opesa ye bia na mesome boa ama bibia ye no. We will do it. Kennedy, ye wiani asakoko ene de normal. Ye wiani ehia wo bronzer ne de ginem. Wo de yenye fa de hia ansa ye de fata. Into fight ne de ye fa nto kakra. Na ye enko Bantama. Ye wiani asakoko abrocha kokon ene de normal bia ye be kusa. Into Kennedy, Asenso Boache will be kicked out. And whoever Kennedy Japan, you pick say Uncle Contestia Asenso Boache Bantama, I will help because ye hia nipo onimi nyansa. Ye hia obi a obre no wase o kanokre. Ye hia obi a oti Bantama fo ase odi mpuntu beba. And I know Kennedy Japan will give me something positive. Teamwork Kennedy KK. Meno. E kwan bi e beje san kwase asitini ye beje. KK. All right, thank you. So Kennedy, from now out to election 2024, yenye fight biom. Manoko tia menka sembia ntia ubiem. Hesia de ye Bob Bonding aye MPP ni ye. Enti Kennedy, the emia ni beye ama MPP ejina ne nan so no, ye beye ma MPP ejina ne nan so. So Mr. Kennedy Ejapo honorable. Oza me from honorable da and me from honorable. Odu se ni braba. Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Japan. I am willing to work with you to make sure the NPP is recalibrated to its normal heading stand. We need to change the NPP to the NPP Papano after 2028. So this is how we are going to fix the NPP. And I know, say, you are somebody who really loves the NPP. The NPP boom. A crime be a befasuma NPP jina through parliamentarians. Ye be you mama party jina swa. Kennedy, I am willing to work with you. KK. Honorable, thank you very much. Mofankoma honorable. You see, I did teamwork. Honorable, I compare Kennedy. My friend, I'm coming honorable. Honorable, honor. Betubo honor head yama. Honor near head bra. Kennedy me done rough.
What I meant was that we city depreciation, we bonds are middle class for elusu musika, we pension, we cocoa board bills. Ghana for a honana, decided say enough is enough.
Okay.
What I say, what about Miaba,
Okay.
Everywhere you go, they will tell you.
Okay.
And he said, young go for a mistake. Now me catch it. Say, look, Sabawomia had anybody, you lose the election in 2022. Because when the catcher say, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you.
Okay.
So if $1 to 4 cedis, and 4 cedis to 12 cedis, will fundamentals. Okay. Why you don't want to accept the truth?
And no Bantima MP say, waka se mo enye nokre ato no so se wakoka se omo so mo de ba omia eba 2024
mistake
na anye ya omo de mahama eba 2024 no wi ne ba omia eba 2028 also on cancer ba bia
see ni response to crash as on the kind because mambo odini odi asia me see minister bi akogina Bantima aka say obi bisa no say na wo see ntuma ba omia de ne ba ebelusu. Okay. You didn't ban Lusukra.
Okay.
4 years, Mahama Ba, a bit on Nanahoya Kono. Na, ya dinner as I could be.
Okay.
What kind of a bonnet is this? But as Sensuji Manono, one me born Diana.
Okay.
Any on the Kai. Now, what I didn't know on up, Unya Bem, because you delegates now, who throw 1 a catch. Who me Begina? Why you so as someone? Me advise you as so. The last statement I was making, say or try say or make a statement to be my medrino.
Quite beso.
What dear? Or a bagani ba? Cause I know him from Emrawati Adenta Davidanim Edanum Adenta housing. What is the matter Adenta housing pay? He should stay away. Politics near me pese media me attack you be a on stay away. And yes, sir, from Adenta housing, any baby or teen now. Remember the chronology of the everything. Mempesa any man, mamma needing to a young who said, or Bajia, me politics, I mean, Mempesa, may. But when who said, were benefiting from a good for this government for 8 years indeed, obey defending you may be who campaign, Big Gina, a issue or cultural center, and a man from here, and a missa. Who young boy. But I know when you be no problem. But as someone, my money didn't so a man hold on a kind.
There's a statement or the second paragraph. My attention has been drawn to some regrettable remarks made by Hon.Kennedy Japan, Member of Parliament for Asin Central and aspiring presidential candidate for the MPP at a rally held in Accra on Saturday, 16 September 2023. The said remarks are to the effect that a certain Minister of State from Bantima has told delegates to vote for His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to be elected presidential candidate of the party so as to become more attractive to Ghanaians after 4 years of John Dramani Mahama's eminent presidency.
Na bebre omuka ajum boni ewu omuti
almost say
Bawumia didn't background no lose grompe second Japan by idea and your Bawumia mra because can Japan on your predictable.
Okay.
We are papa and Kabaka can Japan you predictable.
Messaba predictable. Then no couple questions so Messaba. Now also even though he did not explicitly mention my name purposely.
Yeah, so
I'm currently the only Minister of State from Bantima. So
Mankasa from Bantima me say ewo Bantima.
Yes. So I am currently the only Minister of State from Bantima. So I reasonably assume he is referring to me.
Acquire common sense.
Only
common sense.
Where
is a minister? Where is a minister? Until I got a drew baby.
Only common sense. Minister of State. Works and housing.
I assume. I bet to know and Wodi. Shabrofo kai. Na me kura me kwa sin dump me le middle school. Me say me can brofo. I didn't mention your name. Wouldn't you need background in the casa?
Now, no way.
Main country and say you are one kind.
The other by also on one kind. And I say also on one kind.
But may advise no. Media may advise no.
And I will clear how you now when you saw on one kind that on one kind.
Not Oslo.
Okay,
Oslo. You see, me pesa me attack you biya. But how mu dirty politics no biya. Me attack you one. Because when you cleaner, don't come and attack and Japan.
Okay.
Only lemu. Who support you biya? I don't have a problem. Asama me kan ma molding. Obeja ma ho abetro brofo tintintin we was a minister. Hey Ghana. Where was a minister? I assume. But tape no on and on.
Okay.
Is he saying say? Or here Bantima minister be ama Bantima hope you want.
Okay. Honorable Yansha said the Osika Assembly. Yansha Kakramra. Please, Yansha said the minister, Honorable Kennedy Sika Assembly.
Maybe a done a year, any party police station executives, the Orienti, Homo in Yansa, and not Yatiro confiance. That is a care. What about two and a bachelor said, wouldn't we answer? Wouldn't we answer? Over 2 months, I'm paying for a year. Homo, Yonti, and one was a minister, be one bank to make cassette. What about me? I'm winning. No moms who are winning. Yadi Mahama back. Nessa continue Fianaya and Fianaya the son of Kono. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So MP before any empty powers here. MP before the empty powers here. We have mistake. Opportunity.
Bantima. Na opesa ehwan.
Min ganchiro, but one German who they are. That's why we are double trade.
We are on national television.
Yeah, on national television.
Is it essential?
Me patch say, when you be for me to defend anything, your person of fantasy in your own fa. But me advice no. So wa fana fufura mo mfa makane Japan. Why am I nasi? Me nyonku David ani mfie na no wote wo Adenta House.
Okay. Honorable there.
On penu ho asam.
No near discussion. But issue na
discussion. Now once I expose I assume. Oh boy, yes, I naturally.
Minister B. Bantima.
Yeah. Minister B. Minister of Free Bantima. Any minister B. Bantima can say.
I saw you on your Kumao Yonko.
I didn't know one friend. Emisa, Uyafu, Nasma, okay, the Ben away. Owning protect you, I'm a protector.
Okay.
Okay, Mecca. Oh, damn me. I'm embarrassing beer.
Okay.
Because the first problem, I'm any president, I could afford being in every sense.
Honorable, but
oh, yeah, dear, my yellow. Please,
Honorable,
what's the man go? If it was when you're cleaner, don't come and try in Japan. Because people is no
Honorable.
Who has answered first problem?
Honorable.
Opa Kobisa Kwabra Santi. Now I'm free India for him. How I defended him.
Okay.
Opa when you mistake.
Honorable Kennedy, I compare Kwa Japan and ending go.
Kennedy Japan, I can salute Kwame for the great job he did. Nessa ne pape moi, my dear MPP for. Monfa Kennedy Japan and your running mate in here. Why? I don't know when you're running mate. When you no 37.41 significant enough, meaning that he commands a certain power drive. The firepower of Kwame Japan in MPP cannot pass unnoticed, and his exemplary order lines. Again, the vice president in nya sa figure no more 70 no and can 8 aba. It's a certain protestation to let the vice president know say there's also a group within the party who might register more displeasure at you. Unlike John Mahama, who had 98%, with the exception of 2%, says we don't like Mahama, but that is insignificant. It's nothing fundamentally right home about. What about the vice president here? It tells you that Kwame Japan also have a power drive in the NPP. Into the Papa Mua, again, I'm worried. And your power. They do baby, almost say power, dear. You to me, what time you may cry the Kwaje power money. And yes, idea. For Kwame Japan, do with tea. Or running mates, no, and all the you kind of say that this what do you call those who feel quotes marginalized, who feel disappointed, then they were MPP. Fanebe ya running mates. None dear, ye na di trada in the puka near Koyaza. Agrodis afa. I don't know.
Ebiana Honorable Nempe.
Listen to me today. The MPP cannot, will not, and may not do the Madeo.
Why?
Let me tell you this.
Why?
there's what we call the kitchen cabinet within the establishment. Now they are looking forward to say anybody who should emerge or should be nominated or fill the running mate slot should be somebody from Ashanti because of the party's umbilical cord. Nevertheless, send same one. Kwame Japan so no free account constituency. Yes, sir. Enti ye share a vote to crowd Onyawa Ashanti region. So encouraging. Ebio Ashanti region na kwa ye opinion polls or say Asante Fui. Ye betu me the Kwame Japan ebe di papa ye chi ema mo vote to. One bet to say hey there will be a mass vote for Kennedy Japan to be the running mate. Why wouldn't they do it? Because the establishments within the inner caucus are not looking for even to the neck one also part of the decision making body say okay nipa so free Ashanti region, but Fifi, the truth of the matter they say the establishments are looking for somebody one they can control, they can massage, they can manipulate, and I can say a lot. For somebody who will not overshadow the vice president. And see, sooner rather than later, Ubehu Nipo Ombeyino. The Nipo Ombeyino will tell more story as to whether or not the MPP is going to go for glory in 2024. Now, every baby ejine, Ora Kennedy, your questions obetimi akosimpi so support the vice president against the backdrop of things he said against the vice president obetimi, because he has described the vice president as blah 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 XYZ. What would be seen of him now going to sell the vice president? Question mark. Ebiom, if Kennedy Ebri, so be train vice president in one, Emma vice president ako 2024. So vice president in Winia. Not just say Kwame Japan would have to wait for the vice president. Yes, sir. Then 2028. Vice President Bernard so Obesia Kobio. So I say no so Kwame Japan esa train no. For 8 years in opposition, assuming what then will become the firepower of Kennedy Japan in the party. Then the other flip side of it also is that if the vice president also win 2024, 2025 or be president, Kwame Japan would have to wait for the 4 years of the vice president presidency. Then we are. The vice president would again want to go for yet another 4 years, making 8 years. Until Kwame Japan okay. Not just said this vice president Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia remains the only vice president in our era to have gone 16 years consecutive term in our political history. If you want to do a digest the equation, how would Kennedy Japan maintain the firepower and continue to maintain that preponderance and that hegemony in the party to be able to also take a leadership? There I tried to bring Kwame to the reality. What happened to Alan? In the very era no Yakoya Sain wo Legon, which remains one of a campaigner many who be the Ghana, they see wo Legon. Alan, any President Akufo-Addo then the candidates, arrangement. So arrangement was as though President Akufo-Addo nko omuria na chese Alan so aden abetwa so as if say ne ye bonko ene edu Alan ne time ye hu kwan ye de Alan efa so ye reduce Alan no ankasa all that to like describe it like a rag to mop the floor. Alan enienu nyambia wo party mu at nti won say okoji position no eno efidie wo mu hu say no, let's begin to weak this guy all through to it. And Nyoma Alan me do nyame se Fifi se Alan kojo chairmantin so opese wo kasa asema bezi MPP na enyense papa, but politics na sa na ekono obeka wanu atu na wape obebi afa. But we mu reduce in the ministry no, trade ministry no, all to like a rag to mop the floor say my be can't remo pen ministry no ne nkrabata kese ba ko a edi trade nam GIPC woman and nam we are say investors Ghana na me the one that so another arrogant person be you feel grant why na about your white mugugu na no very arrogant you feel grant to mini Alan kasa rough to the extent say you feel grant etimi ehwe match say ono be report to ama minister no also ntimi report to ama minister Alan Chamante. So you create office demand at the Jubilee House. Enti GIPC no report to my Ministry of Trade no no report to Office of the President. Emma Secretary to the President. Sao mo ye Alan tantan time. Alan enye num nyam bia tell say if you're an admin say obabe contest. Enti Alan no obabe contest candidacy or whatever no fifi na sini ne worry o. Ne nyoma akoso no na time. But you see, some people saw this and they told Alan, don't go for this position. Be careful. Continue to build your friend is saying your base all till this day. But Alan are vetting adwene. And no na me dan me bia edi ahwe se kwame yi. Me nua pani no hwe the road map no. Because when him the vice president is succeeding po na okọ 4 years no winning no san kwa another one no winning. So 8 years stretch and by then the Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia has built the strongest constituency in the party. At that time, somebody will be sponsored to meet Kennedy Japan boot for boot. Now, a honor, Kwame Japan will find it a tough time. You know what? And not than me intelligence be so together that me debato has to say there is going to be a smear campaign against Kennedy Japan anytime from now. Mark it. Obe frame me be di won cause we said it. So umutie no major idea. A smear campaign now. And also, it's as though party ni nim di omoyo, but a group of people within will be, Mr. Smear campaign very dirty to weaken him. Stories, dirty stories. Omo be weaken no. And they be say the popularity. Yeah, they be say all about him to the extent say even Tambe Bar Kennedy Japan be say all say man who subium. Those stories has already disturbed and destroyed certain credibility and integrity. They intentionally will do this because it's a politics, and politics are about intelligence. You need to adopt intelligence, schemes any the way omo because here can say we didn't come a Ghana for us to say Asin Central uncontested view. Yes sir. It is our 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. If we see out who is the Kennedy Japan? Question, huge one. Who is he? What will be the roadmap? What will be yet the another move of Kennedy in the political circles of MPP and Ghana as a whole? So maybe as a no, then Kennedy Japan must consider something now than to look forward to 4 years to come. And what will be that? Somebody may hold that answer, not me to say this. So Kennedy must avert his mind, look at something. There's a big light end there. But I know, and I've also said again, and I repeat and I maintain, there's going to be a canary bird who would whisper to Kwame Japan anytime soon. So a canary bird will whisper to him. No better whisper on the basis that one may uses as it were sit him down.
Joe thinks honorable say Eradi Adobna say Okucha Vice or your vice running mate. Tinumbe solid.
Vivi, okay? The question is about whether or not.
But me fans say so. Accept to say he's going to be.
Or accept to say obetime
the
vice ama Bawumia. Oh how? There's so many things. The doors will open. Basa basa. Me say doors will open. So cool. Yes. No, me person may be so much, but if Kennedy Japan would have to partner or be nominated to take the vice the running mate slot, I may say, and new doors be am MPP, I best shock you. I know why. Now it's going to be a tall order for, but me say they can't do it, and they know I'm telling the truth. But what it is saying, the question now remains: would the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, would he depart from the questionable legacy of the President, His Excellency Adedankwa Akufo-Addo, or would want to countenance on the legacy and campaign on the same legacy? Where would he depart? Would he go along? Which is which? Now, and you may be a maka pain me releasing so if you so Vice President said the betimia have Vice President Yankasa going forward is what I have described there. There are what I call too many political blocks in the Vice President's camp, and this could pose adverse division in the party going forward, and they need to look at it well. Number two, ethnicity, tribe, including the Fulani minority group, plus the Zamrama group hailing from Chad Republic. Vice President Pa Unti Umpeso Munyai. Ethnicity. Ethnicity is interesting. Fifi, Ghana ha. Obi nwa mi here poster bia ma na be kan sem bia chem. He nim bi enim. Abatu bia ye to Ghana ha no. Ejina nieme ya me bebo boso. Ethnicity. Ethnicity no ofri kro ben so. Oh, almost so free Eastern region o. Sa. Na je so obetimi aye kwapminia na obetimi aye den. Obetimi aye cancer latini sa. Na nipa na edwin sa adno. Ansana wo ma se abasa na ofri kroben so Eastern region o free latte. Oh yeah, kwapmini o sa na se to abara na no so ye adwuma ko. Ansana fi aba no oye osum ben mu no wo. Oh, oye Christo ni. Na Christo for no so ahase. Not in our history. And the intelligence report religion makes one part of this intelligence report to say a Christopher or mining a Christopher, a Christopher net also 70% plus more. But then a Christopher no intel net that from no say right from charismatic, orthodox, any Pentecostals will check it this religious belt we are. When your imagine said they want an adverse religious group and these are the areas the vice president has to work more. That's why in Tia Metite say or more consider Professor Fencing Opoku Nyinanum from the Pentecostal belt. But then they need to look at it well, say no be fan and say fan, very serious. Then the Fulani group for also who without even the vice president poses threat to Ghana's national security proportionally. And there's a need that the vice president because they know. But then it will be any Zamrama group form. The vice president will be disassociated, almost will be pull off Kakros or made minim, but they've made a landfall already. That is very, very, very dangerous. What they are natural home. So religious set we shemwa say bet me a torpedo ne glory no. Between Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia and the former President John Dramani Mahama. So mujina simpi so fi ne kren one. John Mahama will take the baton quickly ahead of Bawumia.
Miami new opinion or seeking for a higher office. Hon.Kennedy, Kwame, Japan. I think barely 3 days ago, I can figure say Jama says I interview no course Jama Monday with City News. Precisely on a brand here friend Umaru Sandana, yes, I interview. And I can again figure say that interview also brings to bear say ever since I left in the 2TV, response Kennedy Japan Diama, if you like, given circumstances under which I left there, maybe the very first time he's speaking on that issue. But unfortunately, he spoke on City FM, gave circumstances why I left there, but he failed to tell the truth. He lied. Zono, he lied. Na eno ehun sembia wetwetwe bi ede aye ntamadi free fry no enra na ehun course no eba na enye fine. Quickly Meti and way through because I come as him. But you see, when these calls come out, sometimes you help your followers to also understand the issues. One, on the issue of say, or say, Bia Medidi vice president, yes, is also contested for office, same Didi na terminal. So as we speak, on timing fa any evidence biara, say a video, say a audio, say a message, of which a Kweku Anand, investigative journalist, is quoted to have insulted the vice president of this Republican, and that exposes certain lies, palpable false, that I think say, or seeking for higher office. Into Kwame, Mestre say, as a su jais adeno. You see, Miko King, the TF1 followers need the anti baby Kweku Anand free eba, but so unuanemia, so banemia, so whatever. And office obi eya branch ene sa Ubekasa, not in a pape, I brand or couldn't be busu ko baby. Why is it the ordinary be a reference point? And the reference point in the zone won't cast and papa and femfa neho. The old canosono in Yanacre. But be need your back arches who trust so femina minya me or yaminti sasa bin kwasia kikano, mimi books media and yejumo. And yejuma, because I'm a young guy, I'm Mr. Bombe bra. So long as onu seeking for the higher office, no. A bedroom crossroad, I didn't send the baby Sebisano. San Semino, Obeyano say, oh, true and ye true. Sana Mesu Dachibi, Semicopre United Nations position bia. Ye baby something when we AC and a crown and yanacre, and meeting a debia make catch any passe. I send me back what so and na. And come on to you want not chim? Nini panto dianase, we know this word, your best fan of the one fan we ye floor, and I make us a number one. One for evidence bia masa bisi busumia minimum kase August. 1 year I left that media house on for evidence in Mrobi. In his quest to seek the political office, which is the highest office of the land, on fast Adnema. But he used me living a tune or crashing that program they see, you know. He used that show as a what you call political profiteering. He used it as a political expediency to jump onto something we know too much. Minye ready se mekum. After all, I'm gone. Me come baby. Ever since me flew 1 year me wanted to me message come me message biane. I live cool. Until onya mami din enna. Number 2, on that show, he went further to state there. One of the reasons assigned to taking off that show was because my exposure a big business guy be on my way. Na papa no kra man opportunity kra me ni yin someone. There's this gentleman called Mr. Kwema Boateng. He's a top businessman. Now, again, that expose comes at the back of the demise of former controller and accountant general Samo Kainwa Prempe Bunsu. Okay, utun for warfast no. Prempe Bunsu. Ono no be a Ghana controller accountant general wu. Sa pepe hu story ene ye koye ya. Tama papa ni ba bi wu. Odi nipa mienu ene ye executors. So when executors, these were people papa no well or they show monsa se mi wu a sebi. Moncha me properties ema esinesi obenti me manam ni ade. Now, Mr. Kwema Boateng happens to be the lead executor of Mr. Kwema Boateng's properties, right? Now, guess what? Before that story, it took me 1 year. Kwame Japan, listen to me, because I know I'm sending a long message to Kwame, watch this. Don't try do this with me. Me nyakawedo, so long as he is. Obian himself kwekwana nyakawede sa. And I'm a politician be in Ghana, also for whoever. Who you nipa se me. So one thing that goes with threats, Mekawashe Mayo say, come on, don't bring this into my books. And now I'm sending a message, say, watch this. Answer na wuku CTF from Akwesano. Who your proper checks? As Obianim say, Kennedy Japan, yes, an astute politician, Adebaku, which is very synonymous with Biade Powers himself. Yes, so kind of answer. Why won't you go there and tell your truth? Mr. Kwema Boateng first said this story where I'm a year was shown. It took me 1 year to investigate it. And then again, it begs the question. How many days, weeks, months, and the man in question, Mr. Kwema Boateng, was contacted. I have everything on my phone, but because a near part of the story today, how many days, weeks, months, and Mr. Kwema Boateng was contacted? How many questionnaires near the comma Mr. Kwema Boateng to answer? How many phone calls was placed to Mr. Kwema Boateng and then Mr. Kwema Boateng will respond or otherwise? None of the above. The man hid to the investigations. Then we started. The family of the late Bonsu Prempe were heavily involved, but they're saying when he said, story nankase before ebedim hono. The elder son of Mr. Bonsu Prempe neba aye friend Peter Bonsu. Oko Kennedy Japan first and sana Kennedy Japan e catch say kwana oni kwekwana nko discuss it. That comes how the story came to me. But won't ko kasa na kra nche o. Eno nanje no. Ye story ni na wie wo na tu wie no. Then this man felt say his reputation has been injured. So Oko Media Commission okoye ne report ye dede hu nsem Ena media commission for Tom Crafre. Ye co-media commission, ye Mr. Nipa Sanekoe, myself, Ene Misio, who happens to be the wife of Kennedy Japan, Stella, and then director of TV, who happens to be his son, Kenneth Teche Japan. 3 of us, dear Koi. Now guess what? On our way to media commission, Miss CEO, Yene Yere Stella, catch them straight up. Kweku, kwa yeko. Me mpese beko kwa tripian semu. Yedin. The media commission for say, yen yekwa. Let's understand this. Me mpese asemu be back and forth. Me so, mommy, we have a lot about what we've done. We defend us as media, as the fourth estate of the realm. We have everything. The man was not as Yantunan Chinese. Now, well, given the very journalist of my soul, now my better room, sir, now me here and your massa. Also, the winya. Let's go. You drew, you know, the chairman of the commission, Ayabuafo, told us straight up, say, Papa ne lawyers in our home, and I'll say yes. But all what we've done, say, Juma, contacting the man, giving him questionnaires, phone calls, everything. We fee one casa, but still no. As he said, oh, your penny, the reputation has been damaged one way or the other. So as a media house, do something just to show, say, the man was not actually guilty of whatever you investigated, except that he didn't come forward. And also another thing, and I remember just let's accept this and go. And the media commission catch and said, still, me render an apology and Fema Papa. Fifi, na me buy obi enim. The seat show near broadcasting Monday and Wednesday. One episode of Monday, and I may render apology at the man. The next Wednesday, I render apology the man. Now guess what? In the apology I stated, our apology is not an admission of wrongdoing or we have committed some journalistic blunder. However, I state categorically, say, it is your inability to come forward. And a day, sa bad reputation way, about Mr. Kwama Boateng also. But be that as it may ye nipa, and to accept our apology, ye face you. Me director of TV, who is on one back Kenneth, you're aware of this. And as I speak to you, say our apologies we now super information super highway. Yet, Okotan a City FM, and you lie. Udiatro.
Lie now, somebody there, me, your friend is whatever a transfer between one honorable Nadia. Yeah. Me show Nadia mean share that. Yeah. And I make us away and can lie now, somebody there, would you free months? We'll see on one casa no.
Yeah. But say or yen from it's because many opportunity I said. I was so great. Yeah, any